Hey guys, my name is Freedom. Today I'm going to show you how to use the Vroid Studio to create the manga avatar, the cartoon avatar, and import into Unreal Engine 5.1 to make it become a game-ready 3D models for your Unreal Engine 5.1 project, and also make this 3D avatar to become the main player avatar or any of the NPC in your Unreal Engine 5.1 game project. And in this tutorial, we are going to use the Vroid Studio, and we need the Maya, the Autodesk Maya, and Simplygon as well. The Maya is the modeling software. With the Simplygon plugin integrations, we can turn the complicated 3D models, multiple mesh and multiple material 3D models to become just a game-ready 3D models with single mesh and also single material. And by using this Maya and Simplygon, the final product is a 3D models, a game-ready 3D models, single mesh and single material with the facial morph together, and make this avatar to become the player and NPC. I'm going to cover the whole game developing process from the 3D modeling and to 3D animation, finally the game dev, the NPC and player, the whole workflow. So start from now, I'm going to show you step by step. The first step, what you are going to do is just open the Vroid Studio. You can go to my video descriptions. I already put some of the workflow at there. The first step, create a 3D cartoon avatar in Vroid Studio. In Vroid Studio, I'm going to open the Vroid Studio. You can go and install the Vroid Studio if you do not yet have the Vroid Studio. It is pretty easy to use this software. It is pretty simple. The first step, just click plus to create new. And as demo, I'm going to create a female avatar. First, I will just choose a face that I want. Here are some of the face template that already here. Next is choose a hairstyle, a suitable hairstyle for this avatar. Just for example, I choose this. Next, choose the hair color. Then I will back to the face. And change the iris color, the eye color. Then I may just go to the lips, because this is a female avatar. I will let this lip to have some of the lip color. Of course, you can change here, change the color if you want. It is up to you. Right, once done, I will just go to the cheek and give some of the colors for the cheek. Next, I will go to the outfit to give this avatar a cloth. Of course, you can choose the bottom. There are so many. You can choose some tops and bottoms. So many choices here. You can use it, you can utilize it. And of course, this is the whole set, and as there are more, I will just choose it from the whole set. Alright, once done already, if you feel satisfied already, then you can just save it as a project. Right. So I will just create a new folder on my desktop. I will name this folder as model 01. Then I will click here, save as a Vroid project here, model 01. This folder is on my desktop, model 01. I will save it here, save. This project file you can always open by using the Vroid Studio. Click here. Then back to the model selection, you can open the project. This here. Then it is going to load next time. So it is still editable. Next time you still can come back here to edit it. The next step, you have to export the avatar as a VRM file. From here, click export, export as VRM. Here is an export button. Click here, export. The title, I'm going to name this as model 01. The creator, just put my name, Freedom Arts 3D. Then scroll down, click export. You can choose the folder to export. Export as VRM, click save. Then just wait for a while. It is exporting. Export as VRM file. Alright, now the VRM is already here. The next step, we can go to the next step. Now we can close the Vroid Studio because it is already saved. Get the VRM to FBX Converter version 1.0 from my website. So you can scroll down, go to my video description, click into the link, get the VRM to FBX Converter. And I already have the Vroid to FBX Converter version 1.0. Double click it. You should be able to see there's the Blender 2.9 with VRM importer that the plugin already pre-installed inside here. Just double click, open the Blender. This Blender I prepared for you, the plugin already installed inside. First step, just delete these 3 items. Press delete button. Next, back to the previous folder, you should be able to see the CATS Blenders plugin and VRM add-on for Blender's release. These two you have to install it manually. Where to click Edit, Preferences, then click the add-on, click Install, then make sure you access this folder. Copy the folder's destination location, Ctrl+C to copy, and click here, Ctrl+V to paste, and press Enter. Now, these 2 zip files just remain it as a zip file, do not extract it. Double click the CATS Blenders plugin, double click it. Then, it will automatically finish install. Next, click Install again, install the second one, the VRM add-on for Blender's release, double click it. After these 2 already successfully installed, then here you have to search CATS. Then make sure the CATS Blenders plugin, you already turn it on. To activate it, this plugin, then you search the VRM. Also make sure the VRM import is already activated. These 2 are the plugins installations. Once done this process, then back to your model 01, your VRM is ready at there. We are going to convert the VRM to become FBX. In your Blender 2.9 that provided by me, you press N. You should be able to see the CATS Blenders plugin. It's already here. Click the triple line to import the VRM. It is on my desktop. Go to my desktop, model 01. This is the VRM file that I'm going to import it. Double click to import. Now, it is already successfully imported. Next step, you have to click this wrench, untick everything. We only want to fix the material. Just keep the fixed material to be selected, click OK. Then click Fix Model and wait for a few seconds. Alright, now done already. Once done already, you can just save it as a blend file, save as a backup. Click File, Save As. On my desktop, Model 01, save as Model 01. It's the Blender's project name, Model 01, save. Now you can see it's saved as a blend file already. Next, export it as FBX. Click File, Export the FBX. It will be in the same folder. Do not export it from here. I can just close here first. From the Cats Blenders plugin, here you have another export item, another export button. Export the model. Click Continue to export. The path mode, you choose Copy. This is to make sure all of the material texture automatic embedded inside the FBX. You click Export FBX, all of the material were embedded inside the FBX, exported. Now the FBX file already exported here. Double click, you can check the FBX file. It is already exported. Right now, at this moment, you can close the Blender. You can save it again if you want. So we already successfully converted the VRM file to FBX, and we already exported with the shape keys and also the blend shape. The facial shape key. We have the facial shape keys. It is already inside the FBX. The next step, make sure you already install the Simplygon. Simplygon from the simplygon.com/download. This is very important. But before that, you need to install the Maya first. So this should be number 5. First, you have to get the Maya. Then, once you already install the Maya, you install the Simplygon. Right. After you already install the Autodesk Maya, it can be trial version or whatever versions you have. Then you install the Simplygon. It will automatically install the Simplygon plugin for your Autodesk Maya. So now I already have the Simplygon. I also already have the Autodesk Maya. Next step, I will open my Autodesk Maya. Once open the Maya, we need to activate the Simplygon plugin. Just wait for a while. Now the Autodesk Maya is launching. In this tutorial, we are going to use the Autodesk Maya plus the Simplygon plugin together to make the FBX 3D models to be game ready. That means if you are going to convert the FBX from the multiple mesh and multiple material to become just a single mesh and single material. Right now, the Autodesk Maya already successfully opened. The first what you are going to do is go and activate the Simplygon plugin. You have to go to the Windows menu, Setting or Preferences. Here you have a plugin manager. Then you search for Simplygon. Simply, you press Enter. Then make sure you select tick all of this to make sure these 4 already tick. Simplygon Maya 2022, all of this. Once done already, then close it. Now the Simplygon plugin will appear at here. Next, what we are going to do is drag in the Model 01's FBX, drag in into the Maya. Now it is going to load. Now once done already, you may just activate the texture to have a look. Next, in the Simplygon, here, you have to make sure this one, you activate it. This is the show or hide the outliner. This is the outliner. Make sure you select the face, body, and hair. Select 3 of this, then click Add Components in your Simplygon. The template here, choose the basic, aggregation with material baking. Right. The aggregation setting, it is going to merge the geometry. If here, tick already, it is going to merge these 3 meshes together to become one single mesh. But if you do in this way, if you merge these 3 meshes to become a single mesh, it is going to remove all of the morph, the blend shape, the facial shape key. It is going to remove all the facial shape key. So I prefer to not merge the geometry. But for the material, yes, the material, I'm going to merge it. You can see mapping, image setting, output material setting. This is the material, the final output of the material. That means at the beginning, you have so many materials for different parts of the body. For example, the tops, the bottom, the socks, the face, the hair, different material. It is going to combine and bake into just one single image. Then how big is the image? As demo, I will just rename it as 1024 times 1024. Make sure these 3 meshes selected, the face, body, and hair, all selected. Then click here to process. Now it is going to process everything. Just wait for a while. Alright, done already. Once done already, then you can see it automatically generated the LOD one. Then you can scroll up and then just delete the original. Click the first one, hold the shift, click the last one. Just press delete to delete everything from it. And then next, what we are going to do is add a root bone. You look at the armature, it starts from the hip. This one shows the wireframe. This is a hip. The hip bone is here. But we need a root bone, so we are going to add it manually. First, just make sure you go to the rigging. Then you scroll up, look at the origin. Like this. You click this to create one joint, then click the origin. Next, once you already click the origin, then you have to immediately switch back to the channel box / layer editor. Make sure these 3 translate X, Y, Z or 0. Make it become 0. And here also 0. Then that means this joint already at the origin 0, 0, 0. Next, click here, back to the select tool so that you won't accidentally click and create a bone. You scroll down the outliner, you should be able to see a joint at there. Double click this, name this as root. Right. Next, use your middle mouse button to click and hold the hips and drag it down. Drag it down until you see the root. Then stop at the root and release your mouse middle button. Then you check the root. Now the hip is under the root. That means it already have a root bone. This is the root bone. Once you've done this step already, then you can save it as a Maya project, save it as a backup. At the Model 01 folder, just right click to create a new folder. Name this as Maya, double click, click File, save the scene as, save it as a Maya project. It is on my desktop, Model 01, Maya, the file name, Model 01. Save as. This is just a Maya project backup. Next, click File, Export, Export All. Export as FBX. The file type, you have to choose FBX. And always remember, the FBX file format, you have to choose 2011. Do not choose the 2020. If you choose the 2020, then the Unreal Engine cannot import any of the morph, any of the blend shape, the facial shape key from your 3D model. So the version here is binary, change it here to become FBX 2011. Then the file name, you have to choose the location first. Click here, copy this folder's destination location, Ctrl C. Then click here, Ctrl A and press delete. Then press Ctrl V to paste it here, and always remember to press enter. Now it already entered this folder. The file name this as Model 01, click Export All. Then click Close, then click File, Save. Save the scene. You can see the FBX file already exported here. Double click to open and have a check. Now this FBX file already here. Close. Now you can close the Maya as well. So where are we now? We already successfully create a root bone for the rig avatar. And of course it already missing, so we have to create a root bone. Sorry, the step 8 should be import the FBX file into the Maya. Then create a root bone for the rig avatar. Then use the Simplygon plugin to bake all the materials into a single texture. You already done this step. So first, you already open the Maya, activate the Simplygon plugin. Import the FBX, create a root bone, done. Bake all the materials into a single texture. The number 8 and number 9, you can just switch it. It doesn't matter which one you do first, it's okay. Next is export the FBX file using the version 2011. You already exported here. The next step, we are going to import the FBX file into Unreal Engine. This is a Game Ready 3D model. Alright, now, in this tutorial, the final destination is the Unreal Engine 5.1. And then, as demo, I'm going to open the Unreal Engine. The Unreal Engine 5.1. As demo, I'm going to create a fresh new game project, third-person game project, and the project name is My Project 02. My Project 2, I click Create. Now the Unreal Engine 5.1 is creating a fresh new game project here. Now this is a fresh new game project, a third-person template. If you try to play, you can see this is the Unreal Engine 5 menu clip. The first step, what you're going to do is go to the window, content browser, and just call out a content browser. Sometimes it can be just free like this, content browser. I get used to just drag it to the bottom, like this. Try to play. This is a UE5 menu clip. This is the main avatar, the player's avatar. And later we are going to learn how to make your model 01 from the Vroid Studio to become the main avatar. And also make it become an NPC in your Unreal Engine 5.1 game project like this. You can jump, right, press the escape button. Next step, import the FBX file into the Unreal Engine 5.1. The final FBX that exported from Autodesk Maya is here, the model 01. So I'm going to create a new folder under my content folder, name this as model 01. Then double click to open the model 01. Next, drag in the model 01 FBX to import it, and then make sure you choose the advanced and then import the morph target you tick and activate this. Then click import all. If the message log is popped out, means it already successfully imported, you can close the message log. Now we have a check on our 3D avatar. The skeleton mesh is here, double click to have a check. Now, you can see the material is not set properly. It's not set properly yet. We can set it manually. You should be able to see the assets detail here. This is the only material, a single material. Then, what you are going to do is click the empty area. You should be able to see the blend mode. Change it to become S. Then, the two-sided, tick it. Then, next, this one you can move it. You should be able to see the diffuse texture, the most colorful one. This is the diffuse. Then we need to drag the alpha channel, the alpha channels of the diffuse, connect it to the opacity mask. In this stage, you already done the material setting. Click Save. Then just wait for a few seconds. Back to the model 01. You can see that now the material is already fixed properly. Everything already back to the normal. At the same time, you look at the side. All of these are the facial shape key, the facial blend shape, the facial morph. Just have a look. For example, this is the angry, the fun. Now it is still preparing the shader if it is the first time you look at the morph. Joy, fun, the angry, the sorrow, surprise. All of this morph already here. If you need to utilize it, you can utilize it in your game developing process. And now, click File, Save All, and close. The next step, install the Freedoms animation pipeline into your Unreal project. Click into the link that provided by me and get the Freedoms animation pipeline. To install it, it is pretty simple. Now I'm going to show you my Freedoms animation pipeline. If you already download as a zip file, you have to extract it into the folder. Open the Freedom's animation pipeline version 8.5. You should be able to see the contents. Double click the content. The Freedom animation pipeline is there. Then right click the document. Open in a new window. Go to the Unreal project. You should be able to see your project directory is there. This project is my project too. This is the project's name. It is already there. Double click. Open the content folder. This is the content directory. Right click. So you have to copy the Freedom's animation pipeline. Right click to copy. Or just click it, Ctrl C to copy, and then click into your contents directory. Under the content folder, Ctrl V to paste it here. Once the Freedom animation pipeline already there, then you can close these two folders. Back to your Unreal project, back to the content folder, you can see that the Freedom's animation pipeline is already there. That means you already successfully installed the Freedom animation pipeline in your Unreal project. Alright, now the Freedom animation pipeline already installed inside this Unreal 5.1 project. And then at the same time, the Model 01's, the FBX file is already imported as well. Alright, so now the step 11, import the FBX file, done. Install the Freedom animation pipeline plugins, done. Then the 13, import the FBX file, is already imported. Then use the Freedom animation pipeline to retarget it. Right, it is pretty easy. First, just open your Freedom animation pipeline. You should be able to see a Vroid here. Double click to open the female. Next, you should be able to see a Vroid female IK Retargeter. At the same time, you can see another IK Retargeter. The Vroid female to wait, no need. We just need this, the Vroid female IK Retargeter. Just click and press Ctrl C to copy. Then back to your content folder. Enter the Model 01. Here, Ctrl V to paste. The IK Retargeter will be here. Just click and press F2. Next, you delete the name. Name this as Model 01 IK Retargeter. Then double click to open. Next, the preview skeleton mesh, you change it to become the Model 01. Done. Once done already, then the root here, now you already have a root bone. You can just click the character bone or hierarchies. Now you can see the root bone is here. We are going to change the retarget root to become the root bone. The transform. You click this root bone, it belongs to transform. So the transform itself is the root bone. Right click to set it as a retarget root. Right, done. Once done already, click save and then close. Next, what you are going to do is back to the model, back to the content folder. Wait, go into the Model 01 again, go to the skeleton. Something that you must do is just go to the character, bone, draw bone size, change it to become 0.01 first. Then click here, show the retargeting option. First, this is the root bone. You change it to become the animation scale. Then the hip, also change it to become animation scale. These two is very important. Then click save. Then close. Next, go to the content, go into the Freedom animation pipeline. You should be able to see a UE4A post mannequin. Double click to open. Then open the character folder, enter the mesh. You should be able to see the UE4A post to Vroid female IK Retargeter. So click and press Ctrl C to copy. Next, back to the content, enter the model01 folder, Ctrl V to paste it here, rename it, click and press F2, then UE4A post to model 01. It's very important. Double click, then double click. Now this has a root bone. The source IK rig, you change it to become the UE4A post IK rig has root bone. Then here choose no. Then the source preview skeletal mesh remain the same. And this one, the target IK rig assets, you change it to become the model 01 IK rig. Select no. Then this model 01 already, everything done. Drag it here. Now you has the asset browser, you has the chain mapping as well. Now you check the hip should be with pelvis. At the same time, you check where is the root. Okay, it doesn't have the root. Wait, scroll up, click here. Has root bone, UE4A post. Yes, everything already. Choose correctly. Now, for this one, it doesn't has the root bone. So we don't want this. Just close it and try to create our own. We delete this. Press delete. Okay. This press delete. Force delete. Okay. We create our own IK Retargeter. Just right click it. Animations. The IK rig. The IK Retargeter. Then pick an IK rig to copy the animation from. From this, the UE4A post has root bone. This IK Retargeter, name this as UE4A post. Wait. UE4A post to model 01. I put an A at here. This one unable to delete, so just ignore it first. We use this one. This one I already put an A at there. Model 01 A. Alright. Just double click, then choose no. The source, and then chain mapping. Next, you have to go to the IK rig, the model 01 IK rig. Just now the mistake is this one. Do not yet create a chain. Do not yet create a root chain. Just right click to create a new retarget chain. Name it as roots. Then, sorry, no, not this. This one, just delete it first. The transform, this is the root bone. Right click to create a new retarget chain. Name this as root. Click OK. With no go. Once done this, click save and close. Alright, this is the mistake that we have made just now. The transform, you have to make sure you create a root chain. Close. So we don't need this. We still can use the previous one, the UE4A post to model 01 IK Retargeter. Just double click. Now the root already here. Name this as retarget to the root. Now everything done. The retarget already okay. Back to the asset browser. Now save this. Then minimize it. Back to the model 01. Create a new folder. Name this as animation. Alright, later we are going to retarget that here. So now you scroll down, go until you can see the third person. So we just want the T-pose. From the T-pose to the first one, you hold the shift, select all of this. Just above the third person, click export selected animation. Inside the model 01 animation, we are going to retarget inside the animation, export. Done. Once done already, just have a random check. Alright, something that not yet set properly. Wait. So all of this delete it because we not yet retarget it properly. Delete. Force delete. Back to there. Something that you must set is the chain mapping. Click the root. Make sure that the translation mode is absolute. Then the heap translation mode is absolute as well. Now, try to browse the asset browser again. Now everything should be okay. Alright. The cat walking. Sample done. Yes, everything already retargeted properly. So you better to just view it first before you really export the selected animation. So now we try again. Just above the third person jump, click it, then scroll up, hold the shift, click the top one. Then all get selected, export the selected animation. Inside the model 01 animation folder, click export. Now everything exported out. It is under the animation folder. You can see for this, you can just unseen all the bones. Yes, now everything done. Alright, if no problem, then we back to the content folder, go into the Freedom animation pipeline. Alright, now this is the final step. We are going to make it become the main player, avatar, and NPC. So, go into the Freedom animation pipeline, the UE4A post mannequin, go into the animation. You should be able to see the animation blueprint. This is the third person animation blueprint. Right click it, retarget, duplicate and retarget it. Choose the correct IK retargeter, the UE4A post to model 01 IK retargeter. Then, at this moment, just click retarget. Now it is going to retarget everything here. First step, what you are going to do is you must rename the third person animation blueprint. Click and press F2. Add an underscore model 01. Done. This one you must rename it properly. Then next, you have to make sure you send it to the animation folder. Click the first one, hold the shift, click the last one, drag and drop into the animation folder. Then select move here. Now already here. The final step, go to the content, the third person blueprint. We are going to make this model 01 to become the main avatar. So right click and duplicate. Rename it by deleting the number 1, press an underscore model 01. name it according to your avatar. Double click. Then click the mesh, click the viewport. The skeletal assets, you change it to become the model 01. The animation class, change it to become the third-person animation blueprint model 01. This is very important. Now you can see, done. Click compile, click save, and close. Then to change it to become the main avatar. Now if you play, the main avatar is the UE5 mannequin. If you want to change it to become the model 01, you have to double click to open the BP third-person game mode. The main avatar is here, default on class, change it to become the BP third-person character, model 01. Then click compile, click save, and close. Now if you try to play, you can see now the model 01 already become the main avatar in this game. Everything worked perfectly. So next, we are going to learn how to make it become an NPC. First, you have to duplicate this. Then, model 01 underscore NPC. To make the NPC can have the interaction with the player, you have to do something in your event graph to set a proper blueprint, like follow the avatar, follow the player, etc. This needs your Unreal Engine blueprint programming skill. Do something here. Once you're done already, also compile and save. Now this is the NPC. You can drag her out and press E to rotate to certain direction. If you try to play, you can see now the NPC is inside the game already. Now you can see this avatar. It looks like very masculine. You can set some of the female blueprint. Go to the third person. Wait, back to the content folder, the model 01 animation. Go to the third person either run, double click to open. You can see 3 dots here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So just click the first, delete, click the second, delete, click the third one, delete. Then you replace with the females, the either female, drop it here. Walk female, or just use the cat walking, drag it at the second dot, then female run, the last point. Once done already, click save, then try to play. Now you can see your player already have the feminine animation blueprint. Everything worked perfectly. Alright, in this tutorial, I already successfully show you how to create a manga or cartoon avatar in Vroid Studio. Export as VRM. Then convert the VRM to become the FBX file. Finally, use the Maya and Simplygon plugin to make this avatar to become game-ready 3D models, and also bake the material from multiple materials to become just a single material. Finally, we import into Unreal Engine 5.1 game project and use my Freedom animation pipeline to retarget everything. Finally, now we already convert this 3D avatar to become an NPC or player main avatar. Everything worked perfectly now. Right, that's all for today about my tutorial from Vroid Studio to Unreal Engine 5.1 Game Ready tutorial. And that's all for today. Thank you for watching. If you love my video tutorial, if you feel all these tutorials are very helpful to your 3D modeling, 3D animation, and 3D game developing, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel and also turn on the mini bell and select all, so that when next time I publish a new video tutorials or sharing, you receive a notification immediately. See you in my next video. Enjoy. Happy 3D modeling, 3D animation, and 3D game developing. See you.